Yo, what's up guys, what's going on? Zach, or Mortal Resistance here, and welcome back to another Call of Duty Black Ops 3 multiplayer video. Thank you guys so much for stopping by. Today what you guys are watching in the background is a quick nuclear playing some hard points on NUK3TOWN here using the Man of War. I actually think it's like a 45 or 46 gun streak, something like that, but that's not the main focus of this video. What we're going to be talking about today guys is the best nuclear class setup for Black Ops 3 multiplayer. The class setup that's going to help you guys get nuclears the fastest and the easiest. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into that. Leave a like if you guys enjoy, and let's get into it. So for starters, your primary weapon. This is where it gets a little bit tricky because this is all revolving around personal preference. It depends on your playstyle, it depends on what you like to use. So if you have more of a relaxed defensive playstyle, I'd say the way to go is some sort of an assault rifle like the Man of War or the ICR or the KN-44. If you have a more aggressive and rush heavy playstyle, definitely throw on an SMG like the Weevil or the VMP or the Pharaoh or the Razorback, something like that. The thing with this game is the majority of the weapons in Black Ops 3 multiplayer are all very visible and all very usable. You know, there's not really a best gun. There's not one that just completely blows everything else out of the water. They're all very balanced and pretty equal in most aspects, meaning that you have a very wide variety and a very wide range of weapons to choose from when choosing your primary weapon. So that's probably the biggest personal preference section of this class setup. So throw on a weapon that you guys are very comfortable with, something that you guys are familiar with the recoil pattern with, something that you guys have been doing well with in the past. Throw that on there, and then let's look at attachments. Personally, what I find the most successful is this universal setup of 3 attachments. So you have primary gunfighter on there, and that is grip, fast mags, and extended mags. I love the fact that you can use fast mags and extended mags on the same weapon at the same time in this game because it results in just an overall beneficial situation for you in most gunfights. So you have extended mags giving you more ammo in each clip, meaning you don't have to reload nearly as often and giving you a better chance of coming out alive in 1-on-2, 1-on-3 gunfights. Fast mags allows you to reload faster, so you're able to pop out of 1-on-1, 1-on-2 gunfights, reload and get right back into that, hopefully before the enemy is able to reload or rush you with something. Really helps out, especially if you have a rush heavy playstyle. Fast mags is definitely going to be a big help there. And then grip, obviously pretty self-explanatory, just helps control that recoil in medium to long range situations because close range, most recoil in this game isn't too noticeable. Moving on, I don't think any grenades or secondaries are necessary on this class setup. No lethals, no tacticals, and no secondary is my personal way to go. I don't ever find them beneficial, really. I'd much rather use those points for perks. So focusing on perks, I like to rock 4 perks on each class setup. In perk 1, I think the most beneficial perk, the most usable perk, is Flak Jacket. This helps a lot with, obviously, explosives, so nades flying at you if you're more of an aggressive player, if you like to play on the flags or the objectives, whatever it may be. Those nades, they're going to be coming at you left and right, aren't going to do nearly as much damage on you, and things like cars exploding, for instance, if you play on NUK3TOWN and you're in the hard point with the cars. I've survived multiple car explosions because of having the Flak Jacket perk on there, so I definitely think that's the most beneficial out of perk 1. Now perk 2, I use perk 2 Greed. The first perk that I want to say you should always be using is Fast Hands. In previous Call of Duties, this hasn't been that much of a beneficial perk, you know, it's not that popular, but in this Call of Duty in Black Ops 3, it is super helpful because it allows you to get your ADS up faster after sprinting. So this helps out a ton with an aggressive playstyle. If you're constantly running around the map, you know, heading into the enemy's spawn, if you're able to sprint and then get that ADS up really fast and get those shots off on the enemy, chances are you're gonna win that gunfight, you're gonna come out victorious and still alive. And then the second perk that I like to use is Scavenger. Very obvious here, just to replenish ammo, especially if you're going for high streaks, you run out of ammo very quickly. Scavenger is gonna help out with that. It's pretty much necessary to run Scavenger if you're going for nuclears or high score streaks, whatever that may be. And then finally, perk 3 is where I'm very torn because there aren't a lot of perks that I think are very good in the perk 3 tier except Gung Ho and Tac Mask, although you don't have enough points on this class setup to rock both of them, so this is where I'm torn. Normally, I like to rock Gung Ho because it allows you to sprint and hip fire at the same time, which I think is very helpful if you're wall running or whatnot, if you're sliding. It allows you to hip fire, and chances are you can get those first few shots off on the enemies. I just feel like it allows you to be a little bit more mobile. Now, looking at the other side of the spectrum, we have Tac Mask, which helps against tactical grenades. So concussions, stuns, flashes, all of those, Tac Mask is going to help against that. You're not going to be nearly as, I guess, affected by these grenades as you would if you weren't using Tac Mask. So those are really the best perks that I'd say you can get out of perk 3. It's sort of lobby dependent. If you're playing against guys who just constantly throw stuns and tactical grenades at you, I'd say throw on Tac Mask. If you're playing against a lobby where maybe it's not the best players, I'd say throw on Gung Ho so you can get a little bit more mobility into that class setup. Hopefully this helped you guys out. If it did, or if you guys enjoyed the video, feel free to leave a like rating, subscribe if you guys are new, and that's going to wrap things up. As always, I've been Zach or Mortal Resistance. I will catch you guys next time. Stay happy, stay positive, and have an awesome rest of your day. Peace out.